It was banned out earlier. And Vitality will go for the fast end. With Brody in the field, there's a chance this may end at around 15 minutes and quicker. FALCONS VEGA, what's their condition?
FALCONS VEGA needs to get past that. They need to get enough farm on Chincha and maybe win from mid. I think that's one of the few ways they can do that, actually. Win from mid with Funi.
I think we had some good trades along the whole draft, Mirko. Vitality comes out on top in possibly the gold lane there. But FALCONS VEGA secure pretty solid mid. They get the juice in, they get this Noland. We saw how well Chincha did do on the Moskov, so I think as long as Chincha can deal with this Brody, can deal with Shell, there's a lot of possibilities.
Yeah, I agree. I think for Team FALCONS VEGA, they really have to put some resources into the gold lane. Maybe not just some, they need to put a lot of resources into the gold lane. Because if they are both left alone, or especially if Team Vitality play around that strong side, that strong matchup in the Brody Moskov, and if Chell takes the lane slow, they might be able to shut Chincha down in lane before all these fights start. Even the first turtle, they can do it, especially with the Loyi, that maneuverability. Luckily for them, they got Funi on the juice in, so you can see that happen a lot. You know, Fumieko just getting ragdolled back and forth by the Lantern Flare.
Yeah, it's definitely going to slow Team Vitality down, I think, a little bit in terms of rotation. Fumieko, who's someone who likes to really rotate to mid here and there, may have to stop here and there. Maybe not be able to get as involved early on, but here comes some of that pressure into the gold lane already. Vivian, though, getting the brunt of it.
He picked up, thrown back to the team. Into the passive there for Mei lane, unable to get it as Vivian is forced to flicker out, but still, massive resource going to slow down that level 4 power spike of Team Vitality as they control the mid lane, even zoning Cine away. You can see that, Lantern Flare, but you got to be careful. That's a lot of damage returned towards Funi.
Yeah, Lu Yi, you get those combos off, and the early game damage is actually insane. You forget sometimes how hard that Lu Yi hits just at level 3. Uh-oh, Vivo, though, looking for a possible play here.
Goes in with Lycan Pounce, and Funi isn't really able to get the stacks on to pick her up, but still, a lot of damage placed down, even despite that level 4 delay that FALCONS VEGA did. Violet now got that at level 4. It's still Vivo on the turtle. Mei lane on it. Tal now walking up. Gonna go for the stun as well. Vivo! Whoa! With a great steal, dodging away from the stun too with the Lycan Pounce. Now gonna be picked up. Thrown back. Is able to go to the human form now as Fumieko jumps into the back line with the onward. That's a Minus Fury caught in. Vivo still getting a bit of sustain, but Violet will be able to pick up the first blood. Fumieko with a 2v1 again with a Primal Wrap, but the Spear of Vengeance connects. And Chincha will be able to participate all the way from the gold lane to the bottom side.
And so Chincha continues to make plays across the map. Last time I saw her on this Moskov, I felt like it was a good hero for her. Even with the bad matchup, she can find ways to be important in this game. Team Vitality splits them up so well here. They do lose Vivol there, and it ends up not exactly working out in their favor, but you're already seeing some of the possibilities from their composition. They get the turtle in that, so at least they don't completely lose out. Looking at the gold, Team FALCONS VEGA, it's only about 500 right now.
You can see the reactions as well earlier from the coach and analyst there. You want to know a fun fact? The coach's name, Susugaja, that means elephant milk, if you translate it to English.
Have you ever had elephant's milk?
No.
It's not bad.
Maybe he's had. Maybe that'll be a good question to ask him, you know? In an interview later on. Susugaja.
Susugaga.
No. Yeah.
Suchu?
Susu?
Susu?
Gaja.
Susu? Gaja.
There you go.
It's a good name. It's a good name. Uh-oh. Fumi.
Very interesting. Gets the Mei lane. Almost getting the fracture down. That was close.
I like the ideas. Team FALCONS Vegas always seems to come with a plan looking for these little pickoffs. If they can get it to pull off, it's definitely going to give them a nice early game lead. Still only holding about 500 gold. Taking a look at some of these emblems, Mei lane is going to be able to get this lethal ignition, get a little burn to maybe secure some of these early game kills if things don't go, if she's not able to completely burst them down. On the side of Team Vitality, Cine as well, lethal ignition, Shell. Gonna have a little bit more speed. Evil. I'm wondering exactly how this next turtle's gonna go. Team Vitality was able to steal it very smoothly. Vivo, with no one behind her, was able to pull in. Does Team FALCONS VEGA want to try to zone her away this time?
We'll see. It seems for Vivian this time around. Oh, they'll all actually make it. With divergence, Cine gets spotted in. So Funi probably knows something is up, and yeah. Good read there by Funi. Seeing City, knowing other members are there. Seems like for Vitality, they're still going for the contest. Earth Shadow Flicker combo into the Minus Fury. Mainly still able to dodge away from it. But Vivol gets a lot of space. Penalty zone, not connecting on anyone right now. So Miyako pops into Primal Wrath. That's a double vacuum into Vivol, trying to run them down, but it's unable to do so. Chell with a good stun now. Torn apart memory ready for the Purify. Gets the stacks out of there. Only getting Violet in the skirmish. Well played to both teams, but it's a win for Vitality.
Yeah, huge win for Vitality. I was thinking Team FALCONS VEGA might try to do the zoning, but in the end, Team Vitality pushes back Maylane. Look at the replay real quick. Maylane's already been pushed back. They did a great job on it. Chincha tries to come in. Boom. Not really able to do too much, but then the torn apart memories help seal the deal there. Shell still picks up the kill, even though not getting it with the ultimate, not getting it with the torn apart memories, but still gets a kill into the pocket, and that's going to put Shell in a great trajectory for the rest of this game. Upside though.
Ooh, Chell? There's gonna be a diversion from Vitality. Chell has enough HP to survive. And again, Vitality turn it around. Oh, Pure Vengeance.
Do you do it?
Onto the back. It's a very risky move. If you do it, you're gonna have to trade Chell for yourself. And Chinchao says, yeah, nah, I'm not gonna take that. That's just a bit of poke.
Just a little bit of poke. So now both gold laners sitting with a kill in the pocket. Team FALCONS VEGA, man. Last time it was the EXP lane in the top side, and they tried to make a big gank, and it backfires on them. This time, once again, they go for that topside gank, but they just can't pull through. Team Vitality always there to help out the teammate.
It almost seems like, Vitality in their name, it grants them additional HP, just like the emblem, because they are able to survive a lot of these ganks that shouldn't really be survivable. That's a roadie, no Purify, easy CC.
It's a name buff.
It's a name buff.
Name buff, org buff, whatever you want to call it. Team Vitality sticking through now. Shell went for Sky Piercer, went for Blade of Hepatis, already has both, already got a little stack there. We haven't really gotten to see too many item builds coming from a Brody with all the new items because we haven't seen Brody that often, so I'm excited to see how Shell continues with this build.
Slowly but surely, Vitality just controlling the map with the Lo Yi. And this is the reason, by the way, we were talking about the Lo Yi pick, why FALCONS VEGA are always kind of forced to ban or pick it up themselves. It's because this is Cindy's comfort, man. The fact that now she has it in her hands, she can make so many creative plays happen. And it's not a juicing. You can't, pick people up, but you can teleport people. So that's, yeah, I don't know. You
it's a bonus.
Is it better to pick people up or to teleport people?
Teleport people. In my personal opinion, I'm a big fan of the Lo Yi, but Funi, I mean, I think, don't get me wrong, the Jushin's great, but she's having a little trouble with all these bulky boys in the way.
Good retribution again from Vivol. Minus Fury into the knockup. Now Violet all alone. Spear of Vengeance not connecting just barely. Miyako still surviving. Flickers out to safety. Team Vitality with a Vitality buff. They just can't seem to die.
And yesterday I was saying to Team Vitality, min-max queens, man. They always get the most out of the situation, and letting their health bars get so low, they're so good at disengaging. Here comes another diversion play, looking for the mid lane.
Oh, the sack's on. Good Purify out. Vivol with a chase down like and pounce. One more pick up the stun. Following her, but she's just too quick.
I thought she was going to go for it, man. Wait a second, Mei lane?
Wow. All that damage. Still, they're unable to get Cine. Good motivation roar. Chinchao gets a turret down below. I mean, at least for FALCONS VEGA, they're still able to find some of these trades on the other side of the map.
So 2.7K gold lead over to Team Vitality. Chinchot trying to pick up some pieces, which I think is important. And we see Teams FALCONS VEGA do this when they start to fall out during the mid game. They'll go for the off lanes, they'll play the map a little bit, which does kind of help staunch the bleeding, right? It puts the tourniquet on the arm, helps them not from completely bleeding out here. But Team Vitality doesn't want to let up. I mean, purple buff down, and now this is going to be the pressure they're going to continue. Having Vivian, having Fumieko on these bulky frontliners, they're going to be able to do this as much as they want. Taking a look at the items. Once again, Vivol goes for this build, the Wind Talker into the Sky Piercer. Next up's going to be the War Axe, and it just works out, and it's not something we see all the time. It's a little bit late on the sustainability, but the way that Team Vitality plays so aggressively, they always have two nice frontliners. She doesn't exactly need the sustainability brought from the War Axe or anything. She's able to do the damage, get stacks in early. Luckily, she took the death, I'm pretty sure, before she got her kill. Same thing with Shell, 3 kills now on the Skypiercer, so starting to stack up a bit. Warak's finally locked in for Vevil, so this is just, it's going to start getting out of control here soon if Team Falcons Vega can't do something about it.
Shell going to be caught in the curse of blood, still able to flicker out. Good Purify as well, as Vivian's going to be knocked up. Throwing it back at him, Spear of Misery to the back, gets stunned up, Purified there.
Oh, Chincha
versus 2, gets caught in the torn apart memory by Chell. Fumi Echo in the midst of it all with the Primal Wrath flickers out. And it becomes a win again for Vitality.
Chincha tried to be her. She tried to be her.
She is her.
But she was not her today. Shell gets the outplay, try to get the 1v2, and it could have been it. But it just felt like everyone was a little bit late to the blood pack. Melee wasn't there. Yes, they got a nice set on the 2 members, but the damage wasn't there to get that burst down on everybody. Team Falcons Vega falls short. Lord goes over the side of Team Vitality. Watch it. Beautiful ult. But nobody's there to output the damage. Chincha shows up a little bit late. Tries to get the big outplay, gets stunned up by the second skill, and that was the problem you were talking about. The second skill from Brody just completely stops anything that Chincha wants to do.
Even with the Purify, doesn't really matter, does it? You can see the frustrated look on Chinchao. They're fighting for their tournament lives at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Single elimination in the semifinals. This is the final match to really, force it out to a Game 5. Vitality are leading. They want to eliminate Team Falcons Vega. If there's a time to make a miracle comeback happen, if there's a time for them to fly high, it's now. Team Falcons Vega, what do they do?
I don't know. I mean, the problem is, too, is Shell's just really hitting stride, right? You're 4-0 on a Brody. Brody's not like the best. I mean, a decent early game, but mid-game's really when Brody starts to shine, especially when you're 4-0 with a Skypiercer. I mean, it's going to make those torn apart, because Skypiercer with torn apart memories, you're going to really secure those last hits. The more I think about it, because it's not a hero we've been thinking about much, but the more I think about it, Skypiercer's just perfect for it, man, because you're looking, get everyone's health bars low, and then just reap the benefits.
And just look at the turret damage. This is one of the strengths. Oh, good piercing damage coming down from Chinchao over to the minions towards Chell. But if Chell gets around to the turrets, she's going to be able to melt these turrets like it's nothing. That's the power of the Brody, and now I believe that was a Malefic Roar picked up by the Brody, by Chell.
Something to point out here, though, damage dealt still all in the hands of Team Falcons Vega. Violet and Funi holding the lead, but it just goes to show that, yes, they've been doing an insane amount of damage, but there's the min-maxing from Team Vitality. They're so good at taking their health bars down to about 10% and still getting out of these fights safely. A little bit of a skirmish, though.
Sort of our memory going to be used up, and the execute from downtown Chell with the fadeaway Skypiercer.
That's 5-0-1 now. Another stack in the pocket. Shell's balling right now with the Skypiercer. And I love the way they're slow playing some of these buffs too. They're hoping that Team Falcons Vega comes out to the jungle. They're gonna try to push it onto this tower now.
Look at that siege. Look at the damage onto the turret. It's not even there.
Nope.
The Brody just demolishing these turrets. We call him the turret eater. Nom, nom, nom.
Nom, nom, nom. That base is a glass house right now, and Team Vitality are throwing rocks at it. It's crumbling under the pressure of Shell. Funi just trying to clear lanes at this point. Lord's going to be up in 22 seconds, and it's looking like there's less and less possibilities. Chincha does finally lock in Wind of Nature. Maybe that can be the answer for that big Hail Mary play that they're looking for, but Shell, that's like 2 items in 2 minutes, it felt like almost. I mean, time's moving a little bit faster for me, but still, Shell, man. This is going to be rough. Immortality does come in for Thal as well. Those 4th items at this point are starting to lock in for members. That might have just been a 3rd item for Thal, possibly. But this is going to give him a little more sustainability. Earlier, I did see Melee as well, I think, lock in a Malefic Roar for a little bit more penetration. At that point, I mean, they might have even been able to do it, man. They could have just showed up on top of all of them. But Lord now getting bursted down quick.
Tal needs to find a big play. Needs to find a Curse of Blood. Funi?
Missed.
With a beacon there, Fumi Echo. With the Earth Shatter on the onward. What the heck was that damage? Tal gonna be executed even after flickering out. Violet is next to the chopping block. Tel's just too much of a beast in game number 4.
They're just feeding them at this point. They got the spoon out doing the airplane. Here's Thal, here's Violet. Team Vitality, it's exactly what they want. They want you to get this engaged one at a time, and Team FALCONS VEGA don't have the damage to even get close to Shell. Shell just sits in between all the girls and is able to get free shots off, completely max items out at this point. 11.3K. Chinshaw just trying to get that last item in, maybe to be able to do something.
Again, Turret Eater just nom-nomming through these base turrets. That's another one down. And it's before the enhanced Lord Funi knocked up by the Earth Shatter. Vitality is at a moment for FALCONS VEGA. Elimination point from Yeko. Earth Shatter in all alone with Primal Rat. Now that's again the execution coming down. It's a good curse of blood into the back line, doing a lot of damage. Venus Fury going to be used up by Vivian, and this engages Vivol. Does enough damage. Chell again, trying to find memory. Finding two members in the back. Chell looking for more damage. Chinshaw going to be caught again in the double vacuum. Chell just munching on the base. 1, 2, 3, and Vitality take it again.
The Queens continue their reign of supremacy. Team Vitality, they don't care what you think.
Vival wants a new story, but it is a tale as old as time. Liberté, Égalité, Vitalité will be defending their crown in the grand finals of MWI 2024. Leo, break it down.
Game 3 was a turning point. I think something broke within Team FALCONS VEGA. Despite the whole Amazon Arena cheering for them, they seem to have gotten a mix of their drafts from Game 1 and 2, and then a little bit of what happened in Game 3. And I don't know, something about this game right here, especially since the Brody came through. In this moment, I hope I get a chance to break this down a little later. Something about that Brody changed the way Team FALCONS VEGA played. It's like it was such a bane of their existence that, I don't know, there's no hero in MLBB right now out of the gold lane that plays like Brody. So there's a reason why he's coming back.
Yeah, and looking at the lineup of Team